Get up. Good morning. Good morning, Barbados. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Morning, morning, morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Morning, Barbados. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Morning, Barbados. Good morning. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Morning to you.
I wish you a wonderful Wednesday morning. Wednesday, the 5th of November 2025. We used to call it Guy Fawkes Day, but it's just another wonderful Wednesday in the neighborhood. And so to all of you, good morning. Welcome to Wonderful Wednesday, November the 5th. I'm Pearson Bowen, happy to keep you company. And for those of you joining us on our streams on Facebook, YouTube, and our website, cbc.bb, to each of you, good morning. Share the show, share the love, talk in that space, but talk to us as well. We're grateful for you keeping company with us and for sharing the show. Most of all, talking back with us as well. We love it. We absolutely love it. And of course, if you know of something or someone whose story we have to tell us about it. Send us simply an email. That email address is morninbarbados@cbc.bb. morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Today is also the birthday of one of the tallest people I know. He's 6'4". His name is David. David Weeks is his birthday today, and so we met years ago. Too many years to mention, indeed. We worked in another space, and so I haven't forgotten. Today's your birthday, David. Have a wonderful today. Now, coming up today, we'll meet the parish ambassadors and the attendant for the parish of St. Peter. They're gearing up for the Spirit of the Nation show, which, as you know, happens on the 15th of November, and I shall dwell on it. The 15th of November this year in the Garfield Sobers Gymnasium. Every good reason why you should be there, but we'll tell you what they're up to and introduce you to their faces and why you should come out in your green to support the parish of St. Peter. Also today, we go live to London for the World Travel Market. The minister is there, the Chief Executive Officer of the Barbados Tourism Marketing Incorporated is there, the head of the Barbados Hotel and Tourism Association, and we'll also be connecting with the lady who leads and directs the office in the UK. So a lot to listen to and to know about Brand Barbados on the world stage in London for World Travel Market. Are you gearing up for a career in human resource management? We'll tell you what's required and what it takes really to get in the door when we talk HR with Hermab this morning. Also, the Barbados Food and Rum Festival, as you know, starts tomorrow. And so one of the marquee events that they're having is Rise and Rum. This morning, the people who are participating in that activity will join us to whet our appetites and our taste buds for what to expect at that breakfast party. It's going to be brilliant indeed. So every good reason why you should be a part, we will share with you coming up this morning. Also today, Team Barbados is getting ready to defend their win at the last Caribbean Tourism Association's Taste of the Caribbean. It's a big cooking competition, but this time it's being held right here in Barbados. So you get to hear a whole lot more about that as well. And today's World Tsunami Day. But what does that mean to you? The Department of Emergency Management will help us understand what it should mean to us as we get ourselves ready. And there are some other activities which the EM is engaged in. They'll join us to talk a little bit more about that in just a little bit as well. But let's get started by heading to one of the most beautiful parishes there, I say, St. Peter. Yes, I went to school there too. St. Peter is where they come from. We're talking about the parish ambassadors and the attendant for St. Peter. I'm joined by Nakeem Wahid. He's the male parish ambassador. Next to him is DeAndre Gibson, his counterpart. And across from me is Nicole Collymore, who is their attendant. To each of you, good morning.
Good morning.
St. Peter, you're in the house. St. Peter has done well at the Spirit of the Nation show. Nakeem.
Yes, please.
You have a lot to defend. You know that, right?
Yeah, I do.
Are you scared?
Not really.
Not really, not at all.
Partially, just a little.
Just a little bit, because the days are getting so close.
Yeah, it's like
So,
next week.
What are you doing to calm your nerves?
Well, it's a lot of meditation, just relaxing. Mostly thinking about what you're going to do at the show and how it can go. When you really put your mind to it, it's a lot going on, but we're working towards it.
So what are you going to do when you get to the show?
Mash it up.
I love it. You're talking big and bold. I love it. The day that you decided to become the male parish ambassador, what went through your head?
It was more of a change of heart for me. It was, how I came up. It was a little. If you know me, I was actually on the show before in my past as a youngster, the Wahid Twins. It's been the second time I was on Mornin Barbados as well. So it was more of a change of heart for me coming up a little, as a child you'd be a little hard ears, whatever the case may be. It's like as I got older, thinking about those days, it was like you wasted a lot of time, you know what I'm saying? And life is not about thinking what the past has done. It's about what you're going to do with the future or what you're doing right now to make your future better. So I decided going into this program, knowing what it can offer me, I'm new to it, still learning, but some of the things it could offer, I believe, would have changed me as a person. So it was more of self-development for me.
That's fantastic to hear. And so, Deandra, what about you? You ready?
As ready as I can be.
As ready as you can be.
Yes.
What do you still think you need to do to get fully ready?
I just think I need to calm my nerves. Other than that, I feel like we can shut down the place.
You're going to shell down the
Yes.
place as well.
Yeah.
And so, what are you doing to help you calm your nerves? Drinking chamomile tea? Don't laugh, I'm serious.
No, I'm more just convincing myself that I have everything that I need.
And you really do, You really do have everything that you need to
Yeah.
be your best self. That you were so made. And so talk to me a little bit about that day you decided to be the female parish ambassador.
Well, for me, I was a part of the program for the last 2 years, just shadowing the past two ambassadors. So it was a lot of running about with them, getting to know the program early. And last year really solidified it for me that this is something I want to do. This is something I want to go and achieve because I want better for myself. So it's to help me as a self-development. So I believe with seeing how the past ambassadors came out their shell and changed and for the better, I really wanted that for myself. And I felt like this is something I can do. This is something I can go and be really good at and hopefully inspire somebody else to want to do it as well.
Are you enjoying the journey?
I am. I really am.
So what are some of the fun things that you guys have been up to on this program?
Some of these things. As in parish-wise or between the three of us? Because
which secret do you want to share? In the program, you decided to join this. I know the Community Independent Celebration Secretariat. They do have some big things that you guys are also a part of, along with your own individual parish activity.
Yes.
So talk to me a little bit about your involvement in those held by the CICS.
we had some training sessions that were really enlightful. For me, my favorite or my most impactful one was probably the emotional intelligence. It really helped me to understand why people may feel certain ways about me, and not only because it may have not been something I did, but something that happened before and they just carrying it on. And as you saw, we was at the deleting ceremony recently. That was...
I saw you all doing the dog. Yes, shelling it down, what you say.
Yes, we had fun. It was not what I expected because it was the first time I really went, and it was the first time I was watching it. So I was expecting something long and drawn out, but they made it really fun. They made it really easy to go. It was very nice.
In emotional intelligence, you also have to know about you.
Yes.
And why you feel the way you feel and how you can manage the process as well. And I'm sure they told you all of this here.
Yes,
Your evening wear ready? What are you wearing?
Something.
Everybody's keeping a
Something.
secret.
It's supposed to be. You want to see,
Really?
you have to come to the show.
It is supposed to be a secret?
Yes.
So we encourage everybody that coming out.
What you want, seafood?
Come see the secret.
Yes, and it's
With
not
the
just any
reveal.
green. It's not just any green. It's lime green.
Okay.
You said green earlier. It's not
I
any
apologize,
green.
ma'am. So it's lime green.
Lime green,
So if I
yes.
wore my forest green,
That's
I'm
St.
not
Andrew.
representing you. Okay,
If
good.
you're
So
not
it's
the-
lime green. I
Yes,
got
please.
you. Thanks for the clarity there. What's it like working with your attendant?
Wonderful.
Yes.
I feel like she is not supposed to be seen as, but to us, like a second mother.
Yeah.
It's like everything we do, everywhere we go, she's there, she
There.
supports us.
Yeah, but sometimes that can annoy you, doesn't it?
No.
Not really. It's just like,
I feel like
there's
she's really
never a negative response from her. He's
Right.
always supportive, he's always love, he's always do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't gonna hear the right thing, but we as ambassadors, we take it very seriously when she steps in.
Yes.
Nicole, you're the mummy girl. How has it been handling these two?
Well, so far it has been lots of ups and downs with us. But once you tell them to do something, they actually do it. And it's easy working with them so far.
How easy has it been for you to fill the role, though? Did you shadow anyone? Did you do this before?
No, I didn't do it before, but 2 years ago, I was the secretary on the committee. And during that time, there wasn't an ambassador to represent St. Peter for 2 years. So I saw, and I also knew the importance of being an attendant. And I thought that this year, I would step up and do the job.
And you have no regrets at all?
No, I haven't.
So did you have any kind of training by the ICS as an attendant?
Well, we do the same training as the ambassadors.
Okay.
So I have, we did conflict resolution. We also did emotional intelligence. All the training that the ambassadors do, the attendants have to do as well. So, yes.
Fair enough. You just, Nakeem, reached across and touched the shoulder of Deandra. Why?
I was just trying to find out if she's okay. You know, we are on the show as we speak, so it's like, you know, you got a little nervous.
Yes.
So me, you know, I do it regularly.
And the reason I like that, I'm glad you answered in the way you did, is because I see the bond between both of you. And that's important because you are a team. And so as this team working on the project, what's the project about?
Re-engaging with the gems of our heritage.
And what
gems.
are the gem? What are those gems that
The
you
people.
found?
So the churches, the schools, and
He said people first. I don't
so these are what make our gems. Re-engaging with these people. So the point of the project is to go out there and get a better idea on how we can fix the violence or, you know, different things within the community. I feel like my favorite part was going out and re-engaging with these people. Getting to speak to the little children was wonderful. I feel like my personality, to speak to them. They love me, you know, like touch up my hair and play and these type of things. So where I fell short in going out and talking to people was, at first I was very quiet. I didn't really like to engage, but going out and talking to the older folks, the kids, it really like opened up that shell for me. So
No, you're confident and you're ready.
Yes.
And you are ready. What about you, Deandra?
It's a lot of the same for me because I get really nervous and I get shaky. And I feel as we go through the program and going out and going to schools, going to churches, and interacting with the people we go and meet on our walkthroughs, it really helped me a lot with public speaking. Because I feel like at one time, if I was to come here earlier, I would be shaking in my boots.
But the wonderful thing is you have a partner who supports you.
Yes.
I saw when he just reached across and just touched your shoulder. Yes. And those are little cues. Emotional intelligence teaches you that as well. that communicate in a very strong way. And so you know that you're on that stage, you're not alone. Yes. You are not alone. Yes. The people of St. Peter are supporting you. The people of Barbados are supporting you. And your partner is right there beside you. So it's going to be phenomenal on the 15th of November. Appeal to your people from St. Peter to tell them come and support you at the show. Go ahead. What would you say to your folks?
Well, you know, we're going to do our best. So I want y'all to come out and make sure we have a good time. It's true, you know, everything will be a little shaky, scary at first, but, you know, we coming out to do what we got to do. So, to the people of St. Peter, if y'all know we rocking, let me go and rock together.
I love it. What about you, Deandra? Your turn now. You look into your camera and you say the same thing.
I don't got much to say because I already know the people of St. Peter have our backs and they know they wear the lime green and we can shout on the place. That's the plan and that's what we're doing.
That's what we did. What about you, Nicole? What's your message to the folks today?
Just come out and support St. Peter. The ambassadors have worked really, really hard this year, and we would like to see everybody come out in their lime green to support them.
undeniable. The support is required. So St. Peter, show up in your lime green, not just any shade of green, your lime green in support of the folks from St. Peter. It's 15th of November, but you said it's next week.
Yeah.
It is next week when you stop
Saturday.
to think about it. It's next week, Saturday. Do you have a plan to shuttle people from St. Peter in, or there's no plan there?
Yes.
Tell me about that quickly.
There's transportation that would be leaving the Spitestown Lumber Company, and it would be leaving at 4 p.m. on Saturday.
Northern Lumber Company, 4 o'clock on Saturday.
Yes.
We know we're all nowadays near the traffic lights. So we're heading to the gymnasium from St. Peter. I want to thank each of you and I wish you well. You'll do well, you're comfortable, you're confident, you've gotten over your nerves, don't you worry about it. Your partner is right here with you, girl. But you have a whole support of the people of St. Peter and the people of Barbados. So we're not there to laugh at you. We are there wanting the very best for you. All right? So just walk with that in your spirit and you'll be all right. And I cannot wait to see this clothes that y'all are hiding to see what y'all are up to.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Everyone has a good showcase coming. So
I'm sure,
I
I'm
encourage
sure.
everybody, not only St. Peter, but everybody to come on and see what we have in store for you guys.
Well said. Nakeem Wahid, Deandra Gibson, and Nicole Collymore, they're representing you, St. Peter, so do show up in support of them on Saturday, next week, Saturday the 15th, in the Wilder Gymnasium for the Spirit of the Nation show. And may the best one win. We want to thank you all again. Morning Barbados comes back in just a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Welcome to Nature's Discount, the ultimate health food store. At Nature's Discount, we have thousands of quality products at great prices.
Hi guys, Dottie here with Nature's Discount, and today we are talking about Solar Ray Microbiome Probiotics and why you should be taking them.
And we have well over 3,000 amazing products to help you get healthy.
For your health tips, tune in to CBC TV 8 every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday for Nature's Discount, sponsored by Get Healthy Incorporated.
98.1 The One, your number one party station. With an audience from 18 to 40, we keep you engaged, energized, and entertained. Choose 98.1 FM, The One.
Hey there, it's Mahalia. I want to share something that might be really helpful. If you're feeling anxious, overwhelmed, depressed, or lonely and have no one to talk to, call Lifeline Barbados. We all face struggles at times in our lives. You're not alone. There's no need to feel ashamed or embarrassed. It's okay to reach out for support. Lifeline Barbados is completely confidential. No one else will know you called. They're there to offer a caring ear and guidance without judgment. And fellas, I want you to know asking for help is a true sign of strength. It takes real courage to reach out. You can also call Lifeline Barbados if you're worried about loved ones who are struggling and you need advice on how to support them. There's a saying, a problem shared is a problem halved, but not everyone has someone they can confide in. That's why Lifeline Barbados exists, to be there for you or someone you care about during tough times. Save this number. Lifeline Barbados is just a call away. Remember, you can reach out whenever you need to talk.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
Week after week, Scold presents exciting reports and documentaries on the most varied topics of our time. Spectacular developments and innovations, lifestyle and trends of tomorrow, mobility and tourism, health news, highlights from art and culture. Each contribution grabs the viewer with extraordinary images and stories and takes him into fascinating worlds which he experiences here exclusively and up close. We're there when companies and specialists develop super satellites for a global network in space and can look behind the scenes. Scold is a window to everything that is there or is yet to come. Fly with us through time to better understand today and tomorrow. You've always wanted that. Scold, a look into the future.
Our world today is not the world God wants it to be. One of the reasons, which will surprise many, is that our planet, its governments, and its peoples are all living under the weight of Satan's rule. From the beginning of mankind's existence to today, human history is the written record of what it means to live under the rule of the devil. Yet that rule is coming to an end, and what a difference that will make.
Every Sunday at 9 a.m. on CBC TV 8, tune in for Tomorrow's World, sponsored by the Living Church of God.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be highlighted, email us at morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Let us show the world our exceptional Bajan youth.
From morning, good morning to you.
We're 25 minutes after 6 o'clock in Barbados. Heaven knows what's the time in London. That's where our team is for the World Travel Market 2025. As you know, the travel market is constantly shifting and changing, and we have to find new and imaginative ways to be able to capture our space in the market. And Brand Barbados is showing up at the World Travel Market this year again. And so joining me right now is the Minister of Tourism for Barbados, the Honourable Ian Gooding-Edgell, and with him is the Chairman of the Barbados Hotel and Tourism Association, Javon Griffith. Gentlemen, good morning to you.
Good morning. Good morning, Percy.
What time is it in London as we speak?
It's 10:25 a.m. in London.
All right. And and that's important. And there you are showing up for Team Barbados at the World Travel Market, even at that hour of the day, because it's important for you to sound the message of Team Barbados. Minister, let's talk a little bit about what's been happening while you've been at the World Travel Market 2025.
Well, thank you very much, Pearson, and good morning to all viewers. Once again, it gives us great pleasure to join you on Mornin Barbados to discuss and talk a little bit about tourism, what we have and what we're doing here. We arrived just in time for a reception last Sunday evening. At that reception, we had a number of our travel trade partners. It went very well. We were also highlighting our new, relatively new director for the United Kingdom, Mortley Harris, who is here with us and who continues to do a fantastic job in promoting and ensuring that we market Barbados as a destination. It's an opportunity as well. Not only for the Minister to present remarks, to give updates on what is happening in Barbados, but it's also an opportunity for the destination to be highlighted and showcased in this market. So that was the first day. We also had opportunities to engage with our partners who are here with us. Javon is president of the chairman, of the Barbados Hotel and Tourism Association, and all the other participants who are here with us. I'm pleased to tell you that we have more than 21 persons who have flown to Barbados and joined us here on the Barbados Pavilion, or stand as we refer to it. In addition to that, we had an opportunity yesterday to interact with a number of our travel trade partners, including the airlines and tour operators and travel agents. And I must tell you, and I'm sure Javon will add further to this, that based on the discussions that we've been having, that Barbados remains in a very good place with respect to not only arrivals coming to the destination, but with the confidence that goes in the Barbados product and certainly the Barbados brand by the travel trade partners. And that's the most encouraging. We have not lost any market share within this market. And the tour operators continue to confirm that Barbados remains a very positive and leading destination that they're selling. So overall, I would tell you, for the first couple of days when we were here in London, the response has been overwhelming, and we're pleased with the progress. Of course, when we're here, we always seem to interact with the airlines. As you well know, Barbados has an airlift strategy. We are looking to grow additional airlift opportunities from this market, particularly during the summer where we have, in our opinion, opportunities for even more growth. I'll pause there because I'm sure that you have other questions, not only me, but for the chairman of the bench.
The theme this year is reimagining travel in a changing world. Based upon the statistics that we've been hearing, there's been a shift in the positioning of the UK relative to the United States, for instance, where the United States has overtaken that #1 position previously held by the United Kingdom. I'm sure that's foremost in your mind as well as you engage with partners. Talk to me a little bit about what strategies you're employing while there so that the UK market continues not just to be strong, but to be stronger.
As I indicated earlier, and you're quite correct, it was a time when Barbados had taken a position to reclaim some of the traffic that we had lost in prior years. And immediately becoming Minister of Tourism, I executed our airlift strategy. For example, when I joined, we had 1 flight coming out to Panama. Today we have 4, and in January we have the 5th flight. In addition to that, we went to the United States market. We went to major airlines, for example, Delta, that we lost some years ago. We were able to reclaim that, and we got Delta flying into Barbados last November. It was meant to be a seasonal service, but basically overwhelming demand for the flight, the daily service into Barbados. The Delta operators agreed to extend it, and we extended it through the summer. And then on a daily basis, and then when it comes to what we call a short period of breaking season, they had obviously reduced it to 3, back up to 4, to daily services in November. So we're very pleased with that. We also secured Philadelphia from American Airlines, as well as the daily service from John F. Kennedy Airport into Barbados market. Again, that was meant to be a seasonal service, but with the confidence the market took that all the way through to the summer, and that will also resume. You will also recall that we celebrated with American Airlines just before we departed for Barbados from London on Saturday. We had celebrated the anniversary with American Airlines. We've also been encouraged performance. Delta coming out of John F. Kennedy Airport. It's a weekly service. That service will continue through the winter. So the strategy was to, of course, recognizing that sometimes economies elsewhere may be fluctuating, and therefore we decided to take the hedge. That has paid off well for the destination. The hoteliers and all our travel stakeholders have benefited tremendously. The taxi operators and vendors benefit from this sector, and we will continue to maintain that traffic into Barbados as we will. With respect to the United Kingdom, we've been able to secure certain unlimited double daily flights from London Heathrow Airport. The strategy there with Heathrow allows greater connectivity into Barbados, if they're coming not only from other parts of Europe, but also from the United Kingdom. That has worked well for us, and we will continue that, and the airlines will continue to have double daily service. This is all happening against the background where there's a significant shortage of aircraft due to the lack of on-time deliveries from the manufacturers, and also some airlines that are having some challenges with the engines. We are confident, notwithstanding the newer aircraft that we have on the road. For example, in addition to the 777 that serve Barbados well, British Airways added 787 Dreamliner. Those 2 aircraft will continue on through the winter. In addition to that, Virgin has announced that they have the newer A330 Neo series flown on the Barbados. But that, even though we have maintain what we're also doing is based on what the airlines have reported to us, that they expect increased business in this market. Of course, you know that tourism is a very dynamic business, and at any point in time, anything can happen. We're keeping our fingers crossed, progress is a zero piece, and therefore we're anticipating that we will continue to enjoy the benefits. Because the United States market has generated even more traffic, it doesn't mean that the United Kingdom will not see additional traffic. That's why we're here with the team, working on additional opportunities to drive additional traffic to destination Barbados. But I'm confident as Minister of Tourism and so as the BHT and the PT, I'm sure if I may speak for them, that the future remains very positive, and therefore we will seek to develop additional opportunities for increasing benefit to Barbados, considering that we're operating in an environment which is very, very competitive, and yes, highly competitive. Also recognizing that there's demand for aircraft from multiple destinations. We're fortunate because we have legacy carriers in terms of British Airways and Virgin Atlantic, but we have to go beyond that and see how best we can work with them to drive additional traffic. I can't speak to that because we're in discussions. At the appropriate time, once our discussions are through, then we're in a position to communicate. But the United Kingdom remains a very strong market for us. We continue to reinvest in this market. And like I said earlier, based on the comments from our travel partners here in the United Kingdom, Barbados again remains poised for a positive winter season.
And so, Javon, turning to you now, with all of this demand and all of this increase in buoyancy in tourism today, it puts a lot of pressure on you and your membership to provide accommodation, and the accommodation that meets the diverse tastes of the traveller as well. Let's talk a little bit about what you're doing while you're there, and what's the message from the BHTA to the partners with whom you're engaging.
Thank you very much, Percy. So the message from the BHTA to the partners that we've been meeting with is that Barbados continues to invest and expand the range of accommodation options that we can provide to travelers to Barbados in 2025 and beyond. So we've been sharing with our partners that we are on the cusp of the official opening of the 132-room Hotel Indigo at Hastings in Christchurch, which will be the first and only IHG branded property in Barbados. Following that, in 2026, we are expecting the opening of the 5-star Blue Monkey Resort in St. James on the West Coast, as well as their beach club. Apart from that, the next opening will be the 222-room Royalton Vessels on the old site of the Discovery Bay in Old Town. And that alone, at the moment, is one of the fastest moving hotel projects in Barbados. These new developments will provide new accommodation options and help us to augment the room stock which the destination has in our quest to take our room count to over 7,000 rooms. So the partners are quite excited about the new developments, and I've only mentioned 3. I haven't even mentioned Hyatt Ziva, I haven't mentioned Beaches Barbados, which are all projects in the pipeline that will be delivered to the destination as early as 2028. So we are definitely making the effort to enhance the product offering which we can share with our travel partners.
In terms of having access to the information, ready access to that information, how is the BHTA leveraging its brand so that when you engage with those partners, people can easily find the details that you're sharing with them?
Okay, so this year we have taken things digital. Our travel guide is now available by QR code, and we have the stands scattered around the Barbados booth. So we share them with partners, and it allows us to be able to update the information at that link by just a click of a button. So it provides all the information on our membership, the car rentals, the airlines, the restaurants, the hotels, and we keep that file up to date. And this is how we're sharing information with our travel partners this year at WTM.
And I'm glad you say that, because every year in the Caribbean Tourism Organization's Junior Minister Competition, the young people talk a lot about integrating technology and making a lot of the information more accessible via that particular route. And I'm glad that the BHTA is engaged in the way that you are, as you've just described, to be able to provide access to information, access to bookings easier and quicker and faster to travelers wherever they are. Gentlemen, I want to thank you. It sounds exciting. It looks exciting because behind you, I see business going on. People are meeting and sitting and talking, engaging, wanting to know more. So the desire for the brand is still strong at the world travel market. And we'll be talking right after you to the people who are tasked with the everyday job to really make sure that brand Barbados is accessible and is relevant and still showing up in the marketplace. That's the Barbados Tourism Marketing Incorporated. So to each of you, all the best at the World Travel Market. When does it wrap up, Minister? When does it conclude?
It concludes on Thursday, tomorrow. And following that, we have a number of other engagements during this work. It's a very hectic schedule, to be honest with you. Javon and the others will tell you, you move very early in the morning, sometimes 7, 7:30, and you don't get back home sometimes until 10, 10:30, 11. You have a number of partner engagements, but you have to attend. Again, it's about, as you go ahead, it's about building the Barbados brand. And the fact that we have so many tourism stakeholders who will join us here at our pavilion here, as you can see, World Travel Market. It's an opportunity to continue that engagement. And I must tell you that the stand is very busy. We have a number of engagements where fostering new contacts to new persons who want to do business with Barbados. And that speaks volumes for the destination and it speaks volumes for the brand. So we are confident, and I want to take this opportunity not only to thank all tourism stakeholders in Barbados, but also to thank all those who've flown from Barbados to join us here on the stand for once again contributing to our success and doing what they do best every day in promoting the destination of Barbados. I want to say thank you to your team in Barbados for all that you continue doing for exposing and letting the country know more about Barbados. When we travel, it's not just a trip. You come on, it's very hectic. You land and get a minimum sleep, and you head to the road, you have receptions, and you do everything that you have to do. So thank you very much. It's so much appreciated.
You're very welcome. You're both still young and fit, so you can do all those kinds of hours. But thank you, all the best indeed as it continues. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Minister of Tourism Ian Gooding Edgell, Javon Griffith, Chairman of the Barbados Hotel and Tourism Association. We'll take a break here. When we come back, we'll be connecting with the folks from the BTMI who are also there for the World Travel Market. Back in a moment.
From the beautiful shores of the gem of the Caribbean, Barbados, home of the amazing Harrison's Cave, the tantalizing Oystins Bay Garden, our historic garrison, the indigenous road tennis, and the friendliest people in the world. We are 94.7 FM, the ultimate Bajan experience.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Afar segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.vb, and together we will travel the world.
God will not give you a job. God will not call you to do something and then not give you the capacity to have it, to make it happen. He will give you the resources, he'll give you the people, Not only will he equip you with ideas, but he will equip you with favor, as he did Nehemiah.
Turn on the latest episode of Infinite Possibilities, only on CBC TV8, every Sunday at 1:30 p.m., sponsored by Covenant Life Teaching Center.
Welcome to Nature's Discount, the ultimate health food store. At Nature's Discount, we have thousands of quality products at great prices.
Hi guys, Dottie here with Nature's Discount, and today we are talking about Solar Ray Microbiome Probiotics and why you should be taking them.
And we have well over 3,000 amazing products to help you get healthy.
For your health tips, tune in to CBC TV8 every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday for Nature's Discount, sponsored by Get Healthy Incorporated.
98.1 The One, your number one party station. With an audience from 18 to 40, we keep you engaged, energized, and entertained. Choose 98.1 FM, The One.
Hey there, it's Mahalia. I want to share something that might be really helpful. If you're feeling anxious, overwhelmed, depressed, or lonely, and have no...
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Hello, and we are here at World Travel Market 2025 in the UK. And we are at home with Barbados this year. And this year we are pleased to welcome all of our delegates from Barbados. We have our hoteliers, our villa partners, our tour operators, all joining us here on stand for World Travel Market 2025. And it promises to be an exciting 3 days of networking, interaction, and really connecting with our tour operator partners and our airline partners right here in the UK.
Congratulations again on another very, very successful year.
Happening on the stand this year, we've brought the culinary delights of Barbados here to the UK. We have Chef Marvin Applewhite cooking up his delights here on stand.
So here we have a play on our national dish back in Barbados. So our national dish in Barbados is cuckoo and flying fish. So we couldn't bring the flying fish in my suitcase, so we used salmon instead.
And he is joined by mixologist Tanya Devonish. And as we get ready for Food and Rum Festival in Barbados, no better time to really showcase our culinary product than right here at World Travel Market.
Right now, this cocktail right here is my signature cocktail called Lick Your Mouth. It is made with tamarind, Eclipse Smoked Gear Rum, black pepper. It's spicy. Here you go. Thank you. You're welcome.
And of course, coming to World Travel Market, bringing our cricket legends is always a favorite of the crowd. And this year we have Dr. the Most Honorable Desmond Haynes joining us on the stand. So we look forward to 3 days of exciting interaction with our partners right here in the UK.
That's the reaction, I suppose, that they've been getting all around. We are joined, that was the Chief Executive Officer of the Barbados Tourism Marketing Incorporated. She joins me now alongside the Director for the United Kingdom's office in Ilan Motley Harris. Ladies, good morning to you.
Good morning.
And so, Andrea, I'll start with you because you have a task that is beyond imagination, literally beyond, because yours is to market Barbados in such a unique way that everyone or as many people as possible want to be. Talk to me about what was the response based upon what I just saw, the food, the taste of the drinks and everything about the destination. What was the response by those who visited the booths?
Hi, Chris. Good morning. So yesterday was our first day here at WTM, and the response so far has been great. The videos you just saw, that was our mixologist and our chef Marvin, who did the culinary treats on stand yesterday, and that's always a favorite amongst persons coming to WTM to get a taste of Barbados. And that's really just what we are offering people, a taste of home, a taste of Barbados here at WTM this year. So we have been engaging with a number of our partners here in the market, our tour operators and our airline partners on day one. It continues today and into tomorrow. And so far, the response has been good. The outlook for the upcoming winter, and I believe Minister would have shared, based on the feedback from our partners, the outlook is very positive for the UK market for winter 2025. And we are really looking forward to working with all of them to make sure that we continue to see positive response from this market.
Leveraging our strengths, because you took along some of our legends as well. So let's talk about what you see from BTMI as to be the strengths of brand Barbados that everyone has to experience.
Certainly. So some of the pillars that we are focusing on certainly this year and as we did last year as well is culinary, as I just said, but sports. Sports tourism is an important pillar for us. Festivals and events and our cultural heritage. Those are some of the main ones that we see that we can differentiate the destination in the market. So each year we focus on cricket. As you know, we have a strong connection with the UK market as it relates to cricket. And this year we have the Honourable Desmond Hayes joining us on stand. And it's always a treat for persons to interact with these legends of cricket. They come looking forward to see who they can meet on the Barbados stand each year. And this year, Dr. Hayes is joining us. He's been signing bats and really interacting with our guests here on the stand. And that's always a positive for us. But outside of cricket is really how we highlight our overall sports tourism package, how we look at the other disciplines. We have cricket, netball, the water sports. Really for us, sports it allows us to really offer a year-round product. And as you know, one of the things that we are striving to do is to make tourism a year-round activity. Not just we have the traditional winter period where our leisure tourists come to the destination, but we see sports in particular as an avenue to really fill some of the other trough periods, and certainly the summer. So how do we really work with the sports tour operators? We work with the schools, we work with the clubs, the academies to really bring persons to the destinations, the opportunity for sports camps, for tournaments in the different disciplines. So sports again is really something that we are pushing for, and in particular out of this market. So these are some of the things that we are looking at. Of course, there are always the other ones like romance. People love to get married in the Caribbean. People love to get married in Barbados. The different ideas of where they can get married, whether they get married on the beach, whether they get married in a cave, whether they get married in a garden. These are all things that we offer in Barbados, and we are able to differentiate our niche product as it relates to the romance market. So these are just some of the things that we are highlighting as a destination and showing how we can differentiate ourselves from the other destinations within the Caribbean, but certainly worldwide as well.
The theme for the World Travel Market this year is reimagining travel in a changing world. And so you're looking keenly at the product, you're also looking keenly at the demand for those changes as well. And so the opportunity, I suppose, has been presented to you to also explore and to peep into what your competitors are actually doing as well. Have you been able to do so, one? And if so, have you been finding some interesting ideas popping into your brain about how we can reimagine travel to Barbados?
Certainly, we have not gotten a chance to walk around as yet. That's something we hopefully get into tomorrow. But even looking at the trends for travel, people want to be immersed in a destination. They want to experience an authentic destination. They don't just want to come and lay on the beach. They want to be able to get into communities. They want to be able to participate in events in communities. And that's where the cultural heritage pillar that I just mentioned comes in. The opportunity for them to get into on Oystins, dance with the guys in Oystins. We have an interesting community tourism initiative coming up that we're planning to launch later this month in Dine with the Bajan, where people are going to be able to go into the homes of Barbadians and really experience true Barbadian hospitality, a home-cooked meal by a Barbadian family, and really see how they are living life in the Caribbean and living life in Barbados. And that's what people want. People want to get into the lives of our locals. They also want to know how they can give back to communities, so volunteerism as well. So these are the things that I think when we talk about reimagining tourism and the changing trends, the traveler now wants to be more immersed in the destination and not just they just don't want to come in, as I said, sit on a beach and just do those usual things. They want to be able to participate, get their hands dirty, and become one with the communities that they are in.
Ilan, you are the BTMI's director there in the United Kingdom. Brand Barbados for generations has been strong in the United Kingdom. The challenge is yours to maintain the strength of that brand. What unique ways are you finding so that you maintain the presence of Barbados in the minds as top of mind when it comes to making your travel destination decisions?
Good morning. The number one approach that I have and our team has is to get out and keep building these relationships, making people feel that they're a part of something that is so significant. And they are, we work with our trade partners, and we try to get out to as many areas as we can, keeping Barbados front of mind.
I know over some time I've seen the bus tour you've driven around the UK to take the message of Brand Barbados around. Is that part of the initiative as well, to move into spaces where, you and capture new markets as well?
Absolutely. My team is broken into areas. And what we do is I try to work with each team member, and we go into those areas to give it full support. We did a roadshow, as you rightfully pointed out earlier in the year, and that is one of the big events and key initiatives that we are going to keep doing, because going into those areas allows us to bring Barbados, and then we're based in London, but we cover the Ireland, Scotland, Wales, and so the idea is to just keep taking out road shows, keeping us front of mind, keeping it on a grassroots level, building relationships, working with our partners, sharing what's new in Barbados, because that's very important. Is when we keep developing what we do in Barbados, is to get it to the market and to make sure that our tour operators and our partners can share, so that we keep attracting and keep innovating and showing people why they should come to Barbados.
The UK market is a very... Yes, go ahead.
Sorry, Kirsten, I just wanted to share one of the interesting things that is here in the United States this summer was the exhibition at Barbados with Virgin. They brought road tennis and wages with the fish cakes and that kind of activity. Eli, you probably should share that.
We did a massive activation with Virgin Atlantic and Virgin Atlantic Holidays. And it was actually a great opportunity to showcase some of the wonderful things that we do in Barbados. And I guess, in accordance with what Andrea said, people like experiential opportunities, so getting involved in food and playing road tennis, that really made a difference for us to make road tennis very popular. And in fact, we're now working with private schools to roll out a program in private schools for road tennis to be taught and to be shared, and for young people to get to understand that our wonderful sport. So we've been working with them on that front, and then we've been working in the pickleball area as well. Barbados hosted pickleball in Wales. It was an inaugural pickleball tournament. Another growing, I think what is important over here is to move with the times. And when we have such a strong presence here, but we need to know that we can move with whatever the UK market is interested in. And this was one of those things that came up for me that said paddleball and pickleball are really an important new sport here. And we have it in Barbados, so it was really leaning into it and get involved. And so we decided to sponsor the first pickleball in Wales, and now with the hope that we'll bring some pickleballers to Barbados and let them try pickleball under the Caribbean sun.
Wish them well, indeed. But I'm glad you went there, because I wanted to hear from you some of the trends. What are people demanding of you and your office there in the UK that they would want to experience in Barbados? Because I'm sure in all of this, you're collecting data, you're creating greater understanding of what your travel market needs, and that we in Barbados need to be able to provide so that we can increase the numbers out of the UK. What are you hearing?
I think ultimately what people want is to feel like they belong, and they want to feel welcome. And I think that was kind of the theme that I went with here, is at home with Barbados. And it was leaning into the very thing that makes Barbados special, which is our people. And that is what, the UK visitor comes back for every year. Yes, we do wonderful culinary restaurants from street to fine dining, but overall, I think that you would hear that they love being in Barbados with us as Barbadians. And I think that moving in the direction where we do more community tourism, you will see that the UK customer will, and UK guests will love that. And they are telling me that they love that. They love, sharing a meal with Barbadians. I mean, that is the one thing that makes us unique and different. Sun and sand is wonderful, but it is the very essence of us and who we are as people that brings back the UK guests in Barbados.
And that's what we do best in Barbados, indeed. And so, Andrea, what else is on the calendar for you and your team, the BTMI, as you continue your journey through the World Travel Market this month?
Certainly. So, the rest of the World Travel Market, as I said, we do have some other trade which is happening. Remember, I also wear another hat with CTO as well. So we do have some CTO activity happening here we're at World Travel Market, some media activations. But outside of World Travel Market, the work continues for the entire BTMI team. Our work never stops. As you said, we work 24/7 year-round, and as we move into the peak winter season, this is really the time where all of our teams globally really get engaged across the markets with different trade activities. We continue to do our trainings with our travel agents because they continue to be an important channel of distribution for the destination. And we need to make sure that they know the destination and understand how to sell the destination. So one of the things that our team is also focusing heavily on is making sure that the training on new product, on what's happening on the island, that communication is transferred to our extended sales family, mainly travel trade. So a lot of that activity is ongoing. We do have a number of other trade shows coming up in the different markets, and we continue really to fly the flag of Barbados worldwide as we move into 2026. Really, we are looking forward to a strong winter throughout, and as we go into 2026. Next year, as you know, we celebrate the 60th anniversary of independence. We have the CPL finals coming up, and a number of new initiatives that we hope to roll out in 2026 to continue to regenerate and reinvigorate the product that we have on the island. And as I know Jamal would have shared earlier, we have a number of new hotel products coming on board as well. So we are really looking forward to a new era as it relates to our tourism product, our tourism accommodation product in particular. So it's important that we continue to sell and share, because really we need to be sure now that these beds are filled and the airlift capacity that we continue to fill the seats coming into the destination, and more importantly that we begin to get people spending on the island, the revenue generated, as well as ensuring that the value of tourism is seen across the wider Barbadian community. Remember, tourism is not just about the hotels and the restaurants. Everybody has a part to play. There are people in the entertainment industry that benefit from tourism. There are the manufacturers that benefit from tourism, the farmers. So really and truly, if we do well, the entire Barbados does well. And that's really what we are here to do, make sure that Barbados prospers as a destination for what we do here at BTMI.
And I want to thank you, and thank you, Ilan, as well. Andrea Franklin, Chief Executive Officer of the Barbados Tourism Marketing Incorporated. Ilan Motley-Harris, who's the Director in the UK market, there for Barbados, the Barbados Tourism Marketing. Doing phenomenal work, reporting to us from the World Travel Market ongoing. They have business to get back to, but they are busy. And I really want to thank you, ladies, and your team for the phenomenal work that you have been doing to maintain the presence of brand Barbados top of mind for many travelers across the world, and to share with them the good news of our destination, Barbados. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much. Thanks.
You're very welcome. You're welcome. Morning Barbados is back in just a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
Week after week, Scald presents exciting reports and documentaries on the most varied topics of our time. Spectacular developments and innovations, lifestyle and trends of tomorrow, mobility and tourism, health news, highlights from art and culture. Each contribution grabs the viewer with extraordinary images and stories and takes him into fascinating worlds which he experiences here exclusively and up close. We're there when companies and specialists develop super satellites for a global...
Morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Let's take a look at the news now. There are fresh calls today for Barbados financial institutions to break away from outdated lending practices that no longer meet the needs of today's businesses. Minister of Tourism and Energy, Lisa Cummins, says the traditional system built around collateral and not capacity is not doing justice to modern businesses, especially micro, small and medium enterprises. Speaking at the Innovation and Growth Marketplace 2025 at the Hilton Resort, she spoke about how government plans to help create new pathways for businesses to access funding. Anesta Henry has that story.
The traditional banking system focuses on collateral and not capacity. It prioritizes security, but it does not do so for sustainability. It traps too many micro, small, and medium enterprises in short repayment cycles with front-loaded costs and little breathing room. According to Minister of Business and Energy Senator Lisa Cummins, this all has to change.
We need longer terms, longer amortization, and more flexible repayment options. We need to shift from short-term loans to long-term confidence.
Minister Cummins says if the commercial sector isn't going to restructure operations to meet the needs of micro, small, and medium enterprises, then the government has to do it. And the first step is reconstructing the state-owned 45-year-old fund access.
In a new and revamped modern fund access, we need to be looking at extended loan terms, strengthening repayment, lengthening repayment horizons, building those community financing partnerships alongside our credit unions and the cooperatives. There's also a gap in this country that I want to acknowledge in business development support. How do we pair that financing that we're going to be providing with business development at an accelerated level and mentorship for every single business in the room? Fund access must do that in 2026.
New products and services must also be the order of the day for the coming year to cater to the underserviced and underrepresented. And Minister Cummins also wants to see direct pathways to the commercial banking system created.
We've met with the Board of Trust Loans, as I said, and the notion that trust loans and fund access have entirely separate approval processes for loans and they don't allow you to transition from one to the other in 2026 must go away. Those two agencies must have a direct pathway. If I borrowed $5,000 from trust loans, I've gone back and borrowed $10,000, and then I'm looking to borrow another $10,000, how am I starting from scratch from fund access? Fund access equally, alongside with trust loans, must create that pathway.
Minister Cummins also told the business owners her ministry has started engaging the Barbados Bankers Association on how to make it easier for micro, small, and medium enterprises to access funding. Anesta Henry, CBC News.
Hurricane Melissa has destabilized some fishing communities across Jamaica. The storm's impact on the island's south coast, in particular, means fish supplies could dwindle in coming weeks. Fisherfolk say rough seas and destroyed equipment have brought their operations to a standstill. Krista Hoyt is in Jamaica. She filed this report.
Every single boat here in Scotch Cove, Jamaica, has been damaged or destroyed. Fishermen say there's nothing salvageable, but they're still hoping to rebuild their lives and livelihoods.
It mashed up my home, it mashed up my part of my sea. Dangerous impact it have on me. We lose every part of sea. As you can see, all the boat them damaged. Most of the fishermen them can't get back to go sea because them boat mash up and them engine mash up. So they need help.
Me as a fisherman have no shop. See me boat mash up out there, Lady Lauren. Mash up. I don't have anywhere to live. My house gone same way. No, you been have to live.
It's the second time this community has been forced to rebuild because of the climate crisis.
We not gonna recover from burial. We are try and we just gone again. Can't recover, man.
He says both locals and tourists will be impacted by shortages.
What you mean? I love shortages are going, man. Trust me. From good tourists, you can't depend on it and call it a day.
Seaside vendors say the next few months will be difficult, but they're still plying their trade, optimistic that business will come.
So everybody on this side have nothing named roof. They gotta start all over from scratch, believe it. He tore the place apart. I never nervous in my life before and I'm nervous now. Believe it. Everything I earned, gone. Only my life still alive. I have to give God thanks. So who see me and know me, the French fry lobster man from Barda, life still up, but asset gone. Who can help? Help. Thank you very much.
Reporting from Jamaica, Crystal Hoyt, CBC News.
Well, there were long lines yesterday at the Barbados Licensing Authority in Pine, where vehicle inspections and registration resumed. Service is restarting on a phased basis after a computer system's failure temporarily disrupted operations. Chief Licensing Officer Trika McCarthy-Broom says testing of the new platform continues. She's happy with the progress despite some teething challenges. Customers are now able to pay for weight inspections, roadworthy certificates, as well as for registrations. She says the Licensing Authority did over 300 weight certificates over the past 2 days of the week and over 200 inspections. Government is set to repeal existing legislation that governs its membership with the Development Bank of Latin America and the Caribbean with the intention of becoming a full member. Minister in the Ministry of Finance, Ryan Strawn, says this will call for enhanced investment in the institution to ensure that all benefits are available to Barbados. He made that disclosure as he led off debate on the Development Bank of Latin America and the Caribbean Bill 2025 yesterday.
It is important to recognize that as we are here today to repeal the original bill, sir, because the original bill, sir, only spoke to the acquisition to becoming a shareholder at the most basic level, but not necessarily a full member. And therefore, the bill before the Parliament today, sir, is to repeal the original Latin American Development Bank Act of 2014, sir, and to replace it with a new subscription that sees us to, over the course of the next 15 years, sir, settle our subscription with cash.
Minister Strawn says it's important that the government has access to funding for development over the next few years. He says the transition to full membership of CAF will allow the country to access roughly $9 billion in loans and investment opportunities. To sports now, Barbados' last hope of having representation at the J30 Bridgetown ITF World Tennis Tour event was dashed yesterday at the National Tennis Center when Micah Austin lost her second round encounter to number 1 seed Isabella Gonzalez Alvarez of the United States. Anne-Marie Burke reports.
Micah Austin, here of the serve in yellow, was the last of the Bajan players left in the competition. But this was a tall task as she was up against the number 1 ranked Isabella Gonzalez Alvarez of the USA. And one thing that went against Austin all game were her long returns that kept falling out of court. In much cooler conditions than yesterday due to some cloud cover, it was a total domination by the American, who came out firing from the first serve. Austin could not respond to that powerful backhand. Controlling the baseline with crisp forehands and a relentless return game, Gonzalez Alvarez was in total control, and that left Austin struggling to find answers. The return is into the net. From serve to return, everything seemed to click, and Austin was really just trying to keep up as Gonzalez Alvarez dominated the rallies and break points were converted with ease as she wrapped up the first set without dropping the game at 6-love. Into the second, and though showing frustration, Austin kept up some resistance and was able to gain a point as Gonzalez Alvarez hits into the net. There was no letting up though as the American maintained the pressure, dictating play from start to finish to complete the whitewash in under an hour's time. And here's where it was won. The serve drops in for an ace. The number 1 seed remains unbeaten. The second set also taken at 6-love. End of the road for Austin and Barbados' campaign in the singles competition.
Thanks, Anne-Marie. That's news until now. More news coming up at noon. Morning Barbados is back in a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Week after week, Scold presents exciting reports and documentaries on the most varied topics of our time. Spectacular developments and innovations, lifestyle and trends of tomorrow, mobility and tourism, health news, highlights from art and culture. Each contribution grabs the viewer with extraordinary images and stories and takes him into fascinating worlds which he experiences here exclusively and up close. We're there when companies and specialists develop super satellites for a global network in space and can look behind the scenes. Scold is a window to everything that is there or is yet to come. Fly with us through time to better understand today and tomorrow. You've always wanted that. Scold, a look into the future.
Our world today is not the world God wants it to be. One of the reasons, which will surprise many, is that our planet, its governments, and its peoples are all living under the weight of Satan's rule. From the beginning of mankind's existence to today, human history is the written record of what...
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Let's talk HR with Hermab now. We're always happy to be joined by the professionals of the Human Resource Management Association of Barbados. We learn a lot. And I keep emphasizing, even at the end of it all, that benefits come from membership. Membership is quite easy with Hermab. Remember, you can find them online, hrmab.org.bb. That's the website. Link up. And you benefit from a cadre of human resource professionals who come with years of experience, who can assist you with some of the most minute challenges you might be having in your organization. So to be a member means a lot. So today, as we talk HR with Hermab, we want to look at recruitment of HR professionals, and HR professionals are telling us how to recruit themselves. So we're happy to be joined by behavior change specialist in Cecilia Neblett-Brathwaite. And she's brought along a student of the University of the West Indies who's now, as she says, transitioning into the market space as well. Cecilia Selman. Good morning, both of you.
Good morning.
I don't know how I'm going to do this. I have to look at you and call you Cecilia and Cecilia. Okay. So this Cecilia nearer to me.
Yes,
talk to me a little bit about what this means when we're talking about recruitment of HR professionals. What are we looking at and what must we get right?
Okay, good morning. Basically, the HR Association is important because they help individuals and businesses to succeed by professionalizing this space. So we're looking at the certification, we're looking at training, we're looking at mentorship, as we heard before with Minister Cummins speaking about how important mentorship is. So we are basically targeting the tertiary education. We are targeting primary schools because we want to start from early, getting this information out so that we can build on our capacity.
Is that an easy job? I don't know if it is, because we see HR practitioners and we see the work that one has to put in, and some people run from that kind of work. So what's the desire of Hermab really to be able to build the capacity that you're speaking of?
We're building capacity by education, through education. We're looking at some behavior change because persons would think that HR would just be the person sitting in the office and they would be hiring and firing. But HR is more than that because we have now partnered with different disciplines, behavior change, accountants, because we're working closely and intimately with persons surrounding the HR profession.
And exposing them to the full breadth
gamut
of what the profession is truly about. It's more than just paper documentation alone. And it's more than just simply being the one who deals out memos and everything else. You're also part of the development capacity of the organization and the people who work for the organization. And so, Ms. Selman, this is where you forayed into this whole thing. You're doing your master's
in
in Labour and Employment Relations at the University of the West Indies. So I'm currently in my final year, and it was through a lecturer, Dr. Catherine Norval at the University of the West Indies, that actually enlightened me about HERMA, because I did not know this association existed. So it worked out very well. So she told me what to do and give me that advice. So I did. I went and do my research, and I'm thinking, well, I'm looking to transition into the space, but will I be accepted into the community? And I did my due diligence, and I was accepted. So it showed me that even an ordinary person looking to transition, not just professionals, can get into the organization to learn, to grow into it and in the organization. And that's how I met Cecilia as well, you know, encouraging me. And we bonded through spirituality. And, you know, as you will know, that's very important in holistic approach in anything that you're doing. So it was through there I met some wonderful people, Don Lovell, Tanya, and I got an overwhelming support, and I was not even expecting that somebody that's now transitioning. So to come into this HR space, I would encourage anybody that's looking to transition, affiliated disciplines as well, because you know HR, labor, and employment relations, accounts, everything now is interconnected. So I would encourage anybody to join the organization.
I do too. You heard me at the beginning. I always do join the organization. There are benefits to be derived therefrom. And so what were you doing before you started your master's?
Me, I did my undergrad, my bachelor's, and I was currently working in a host capacity, and then doing a little administrative work as well. And then I realized I have a passion for this. You know, not just, as you said, it's not just about hiring firm, it's about encouraging, it's about supporting, it's about bringing out the best in people. You know, and I realized that I do have a passion for it, and that made me wanted to transition fully into the space.
And to formalize that transition into your studies as well. So what have you learned so far about HR and what HR really is required to do?
Okay, as I said, it's not just about hiring a firm, and it's not just about policy, it's about engaging with people. It's about bring people to their full capacity, you know. It's about when you see people and you see that they have more in them, the potential that they have, you are really bringing out their potential for them to thrive, to really be the best they can be in your organization. Because once you have people thriving in your organization, your organization will thrive as well.
It's a profession. And so one needs to take it quite seriously, because there are dangers when you don't take it seriously. You can damage individuals, you know, and it's a human resource. And so you must be able to see the humanity as well in that particular resource. And so if you don't manage that resource properly, you end up with a big fight on your hand, right, Cecilia Neblett? And so let's talk a little bit then about the dangers that one should try to avoid simply because it is that serious.
One of the dangers would be persons are usually very overwhelmed. We all are overwhelmed. And that is why I think HERMA is a perfect opportunity to bridge this gap, because HERMA have bridged that gap between school, University of the West Indies, and profession. What I want to say is congratulations as well, because she's on her third day of work. She just received a new job.
Oh, congratulations.
So she's not a host anymore, so she's now in the HR field. And that was through a lot of support from HERMA. You know, we're always looking to see how best we can assist our persons in our organization, if it's holistically as well. If it's spiritual challenge you have, if you have problems personally, because we are human beings and we will all have problems. So I think it's one big team. I always say that it's a marketplace where you can find all the different disciplines. We have persons like Miss Brittany Bathwaite. She's labor as well. So if you have, you know, she have a first-hand reach to somebody with that sort of expertise. We have Nicholas. I call Nicholas regularly if you have a challenge. We have the current president. We have your favorite, Miss Joan.
Of course.
Yes, Miss Joan. And we have her that we can reach out to. We have Dr. Lewis. You know, we have a wealth of persons there working with a number of years full of experience that we can call, we can rely upon. You know, if we're looking at mentorship, we have some great mentors. So I think this is just the perfect space to bridge the gap between education, if you're looking at knowledge, if you're looking at transitioning, to see about the human resources as a viable option, as a career option.
I don't want to scare you folks at home with the word transitioning, you know, simply because if you have a passion for the things we're talking about, you want to see people progress and be better. If you can see how your contribution can bring order and build a pathway for others to accentuate the things that they're really good about, you perhaps are the best candidate to become an HR professional. But you need to formalize it. HERMAP allows you to be able to connect, rub shoulders with those who walked the road before you. So you get a clear path and I get a clear understanding of what you're engaging with, which is what Cecilia has been able to do. Now she's formalizing herself and she's now 2 days into her role in HR as well.
Yes.
Sitting in that new seat of HR, trembling?
Oh, I am. I am, but I do have the support of Cecilia and her MAP organization, anything that I need, and they have a wonderful HR manager, very forthcoming, she's engaging, and she's very supportive, so yes, it's a little overwhelming second day, but you know, as I
get it.
Yes,
you
I
build
will.
your system and you'll get it.
Yes, I will.
Indeed. and so that's what it's about. Creating the footprint that others can follow. And so when we're talking about recruiting HR professionals now, can we look at that for a second?
Sure.
What are some of the things you think that as business owners or people who do recruitment they should look for to find the best candidate who would fill a role in HR?
We should look for persons who are empathetic to other person's needs, who are very confidential, persons who are dynamic, who understands the organization's goals and objectives, because you must understand for the organization to go forward. Persons who are driven, persons who are very hardworking, because sometimes your phone rings all through the night and day, so you must be selfless. You must be service-oriented. These are just a few of the basic principles that I think a HR officer needs in order to move on.
And so, Ms. Selma, do you see yourself being described in those words?
Every single word.
Everything refers to you.
Yeah, every word, yes. It's human, as you said before, that's the most important. You're human. You have to be compassionate. You're not just thinking about yourself. It's better to serve people than to be served. So if that is what you're looking to do, this is definitely space for you.
And you're never too old. You're never too old to do the transition.
Exactly.
And so even as old as I am, maybe I too can transition a little later on. I'd love to be there, honestly.
Because
I would.
we have those places like journalism. You can come and be, you can come and do workshops for us. You can be a part of ours. So it's not only human resources. We are now partnering with other disciplines like myself because we recognize the holistic approach to the human space.
And to know more, you just go to hermab.org.bb
and we have everything
and get to know a whole lot more.
Yes, please.
And it's as simple as membership. Membership brings benefits. I'll
Yes.
end on this because I really got to go now to tell me.
Okay.
But I really want to thank you and welcome to the HR space.
I'm glad to be here.
And labor management is what you do.
Yes.
So when we have labor crises, we know
You know who to call.
another one we can reach out to
Yes,
as well.
please.
When it
Thank
comes to changing behaviors, Cecilia Neblett-Brathwaite is the expert on this one, and so we know her so well indeed. And that's what it's about, folks. Get to know more about what the organization HerMap offers, get to know more about what membership brings, and become a member. You are leaning on the expertise that we've introduced you to this morning indeed. And so don't be afraid. Membership is cost affordable, but it brings tremendous benefits as well. So become a member of HerMap today, hrmab.org.bb. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us. Have a good day.
Cecilia and Cecilia, who joined us this morning, taking a look at recruitment and what it means to sit in the seat of an HR practitioner, what is required of you, and how easy it could possibly be for you to be in one space and transition into the HR role. It's really quite simple. You have a body of people to support you. Do not be afraid. Morning Barbados continues in just a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be highlighted, email us at morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Let us show the world our exceptional Bajan youth.
From the beautiful shores of the gem of the Caribbean, Barbados, home of the amazing Harrison's Cave, the tantalizing Oystins Bay Garden, our historic garrison, the indigenous road tennis, and the friendliest people in the world. We are 94.7 FM, the ultimate Bajan experience.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Affairs segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.vb, and together we will travel the world.
God will not give you a job. God will not call you to do something and then not give you the capacity to have it, to make it happen. He will give you the resources, he'll give you the people. Not only will he equip you with ideas, but he will equip you with favor, as he did Nehemiah.
Turn on the latest episode of Infinite Possibilities, only on CBC TV8, every Sunday at 1:30 p.m., sponsored by Covenant Life Teaching Center.
Welcome to Nature's Discount, the ultimate health food store. At Nature's Discount, we have thousands of quality products at great prices.
Hi guys, Dottie here with Nature's Discount, and today we are talking about Solar Ray, microbiome, probiotics, and why you should be taking them.
And we have well over 3,000 amazing products to help you get healthy.
For your health tips, tune in to CBC TV8 every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday for Nature's Discount, sponsored by Get Healthy Incorporated.
98.1 The One. Your number one party station. With an audience from 18 to 40, we keep you engaged, energized, and entertained. Choose 98.1 FM, The One.
Hey there, it's Mahalia. I want to share something that might be really helpful. If you're feeling anxious, overwhelmed, depressed, or lonely, and have no one to talk to, call Lifeline Barbados. We all face struggles at times in our lives. You're not alone. There's no need to feel ashamed or embarrassed. It's okay to reach out for support. Lifeline Barbados is completely confidential. No one else will know you called. They're there to offer a caring ear and guidance without judgment. And fellas, I want you to know asking for help is a true sign of strength. It takes real courage to reach out. You can also call Lifeline Barbados if you're worried about loved ones who are struggling and you need advice on how to support them. There's a saying, a problem shared is a problem halved, but not everyone has someone they can confide in. That's why Lifeline Barbados exists, to be there for you or someone you care about during tough times. Save this number. Lifeline Barbados is just a call away.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
It's 7:30 in Barbados. We have been talking about this forevermore. We're talking about the Barbados Food and Rum Festival for 2025. Barbados on the menu, and it starts tomorrow. Tomorrow, the time has arrived, folks. Tomorrow, the grand opening in Oistins. They're going to block off the road to a big street party and a great opportunity for you to come get some good street food. Oistins style, of course. So we want to encourage as many of you as possible to come to Oistins tomorrow to be a part of the opening of this year's Food and Rum Festival, starting at 6. Do not miss it, indeed. Remember, there are also the rum routes, north and south, and a whole lot more in between. It all ends at the Carifesta House with the big marquee event Liquid Gold. But today we want to take a look at some other elements of the Food and Rum Festival this year. Joining me, right next to me, is Shante Flats. She's a pastry chef, and you can come and enjoy some of her delights at that big exclusive breakfast party that's going to be happening bright and early on Saturday.
Yes, please.
At the Copacabana. That's Rise and Rum. But before that, on Friday, you have to be in Queen's Park for that big community cook-off. And there are 11 people, one from each parish. They're all anxiously preparing their menus. It's going to be exciting. Do not miss the Food and Rum Festival. So welcome from Simplex Trading. They are title sponsors of all of this. With me is Riandra Bailey, who is the marketing coordinator, and the guy who's responsible for equipment sales and a whole lot more in Raymond Joseph. To both of you, also welcome.
Thank you.
Starting with Rise and Rum. Listen to me, girl. You're starting at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yes.
And you're going to about midday-ish or so.
Yes, please.
Bages are coming down to be fed and watered and having a good time. And you're a pastry chef.
Yes, please.
What are you preparing for Rise and Rum?
So this year, Rise and Rum, since the team is Barbados is on the menu, I am doing a twist on Bajan dessert. So my first dessert is something called the Bougie Jam Puff.
The who?
Bougie Jam Puff.
Bougie Jam Puff?
So instead of using strawberry in the jam puff, one of my mystery ingredients was mangoes. I'm using a mango in my jam puff. And then my second dessert is something I'm calling a fango-dango cassava pone. Not your original cassava pone, because I'm taking the cassava pone and I'm making a cake out of that. And I'm pairing that with a ginger cream, which is another mystery basket dessert. And then to top it off, a spice rum.
Sorry. It sounds good. It sounds really, really delicious. This jam puff with mango. That's interesting. I think people are really going to show up at your station to sample that. But I love me some cassava pone. And look at what you've done to my cassava pone.
Turn it into a cake.
Yes, turn it into a cake. And then you drop a little something else on it as well. And so,
some ginger cream.
How long have you been doing all of this?
This is like 8 years now.
And so experimenting and getting yourself ready. Let's talk about the time spent in crafting all of these wonderful things that you're getting ready.
Well, it takes a lot of time, a lot of effort, and also experimenting, because you got to try to make sure about, is this going to work? Is this going to taste how you want it? So yeah, I like to do different things as well, so I do have to experiment a lot.
I don't mind being a taster. To say what works and what doesn't work.
Yes.
So is this your first time at Rise and Rum?
No, please, this is my third time with Food and Rum Festival, but this is my second year with Rise and Rum. My first year was Liquid Gold.
Oh.
Yeah.
Girl, you're good. You are in demand. That's why they've called for you again.
Thank
and
you.
so we can find you at Copacabana on Saturday, early o'clock in the morning. 4 o'clock is when it starts. So
I'll be there from 1.
And she'll be there from 1 o'clock. So you can imagine, you're going to be working so hard for Food and Rum. You've done so well. I love what you're crafting and creating.
Thank you.
Listen, Riandra's agreeing with me. She's also, can you taste it to Riandra?
I can imagine the flavors.
Yeah.
It's so interesting, an interesting collab, and everything Bajan is there on the menu.
Yeah, I love it. But look at what you do at Simplex as well. You guys are there to be almost the wind beneath those wings, because you provide them with everything that they need to keep it Bajan, but to satisfy your tastes. Let's talk a little bit more about Simplex and your role in Food and Rum this year.
Okay, well, Simplex Trading is a leading supplier of food service products, eco-friendly packaging, and hygiene solutions. So whether you're a chef, whether you're a baker, whether you're a hotelier, or any person that owns a food service business, we have all supplies that you will need, essential products, essential tools, and especially we have our professional commercial kitchen equipment that you can find at Simplex to help you serve up an excellent culinary experience.
I've heard of Simplex all my life practically. I'd never visited Simplex till last year.
Wow.
And when I walked in the door, I was like, whoa! This is truly a lovely place to be. You are finding everything. If you're into catering or just want to do fine dining at home,
Correct.
if you're either it's commercial or just personal or residential, you can find every single thing. So there's a lot of care that has gone into by Simplex to being able to provide for people options and of everything they want.
Correct.
And you've been doing this for a little while now.
Yes, please.
And so, Mr. Equipment Man, let's talk a little bit about the range. As if I am little me, in my whole house with a very small kitchen, one little gas stove, and I want to do some stuff. What can Simplex do for me?
So for somebody like you, we've got all the basics, and we sell individual packages, something singly. So you can come in, you can get one of whatever you need. I'm talking more from the retail side now than the equipment side. So. I kind of more spectate on this side, but
from your side that you like to talk about,
right? We do have a full range of equipment that supports chefs,
ovens and those things.
Exactly. So the ovens, there's the fryers. Bajans love the fried food, chips and chicken, that kind of stuff. We also do the chilled things, the refrigeration. So we got freezers, fridges. We got general storage and display items. transport bottles for the food, all that kind of stuff. All that's essential for a chef to do what they have to do properly.
And you're helping out for the Barbados Food and Rum Festival by providing and creating the access to all of this for everyone who's a part of the festival.
Correct.
So
And-
folks, Simplex is the place to go.
And the brand that is actually sponsoring from the equipment side is called Metric, and that's fully Barbadian owned. The theme being Barbados on the menu.
Yes.
We wanted to align with that. So that's the brand that's supporting that. And or on the food side, we have Country Farm. That's also very, very Barbadian, going back a long way. Yeah.
Yeah, Riandra's wearing the logo. I see it on her chest there as well. And so, for folks who are watching, say, but which part Simplex is? What do you say to them?
Well, we have 2 locations. We have the wholesale location that is located in Lower Estate, St. Michael, and we have the retail and the showroom experience, where you can also come and view our newest line, the Metric equipment, and that is in Arcade Complex, Pine, St. Michael, just opposite
Up the road
SJ.
here.
Yes,
Up the road here,
just
by
up
the
road from
roundabout.
here.
Look at that complex on your right there, and you are. That's it. That's where we went. So I'm
Correct.
talking about there. So you really should go there. But you're also supporting the community cook-off.
Yes.
Are you excited about this?
Of course, we are delighted to sponsor, be the title sponsor of the Barbados Food and Rum Simplex Training Community Cook-Off. This is a perfect alignment for us, a perfect partner. Since the theme is Barbados is on the menu, then we saw it to be such an ideal partnership because we have 2 Barbadian-owned brands that Simplex is being sponsors of. That is Country Farm and, as Raymond mentioned, Metric equipment.
I'm telling you, this is Friday. Friday in Queen's Park. It starts around what time? After
It
work?
starts at 4, at 4 p.m. And we look forward to seeing all of Barbados there. There's going to be a lot of activity, a lot of competition. We are excited to see the dishes that our community chefs are going to come up with, these finalists, because this will be finals that's happening in Queen's Park on Friday.
I can't wait to see it. I saw some people who are doing coconut bread. Some people are doing macaroni pie and with their own spins on it. It's going to be delicious.
And we can't
my boy
forget-
over here is coughing from the taste of it.
And we can't forget the rice and peas.
Yes.
So Country Farm is not only just rice and peas, but that is the aspect that Country Farm would be supporting with the community cook-off because it aligns with our values of being family, tradition, and community.
Now,
so
that's an
that
everyday
is
food
perfect.
for everybody.
Yes, every
Rice and
Sunday.
peas.
Rice
for
and-
sure on Sundays, but
Sunday.
because I'm a rice and pasta consumer. I don't eat anything else, and so rice and peas is definitely up my street. And so that's what Country Farm does for all of us. Indeed, you do this, and we're showing folks on your screen. If you take a look, you can see some of those community chefs who are part of the semi-finals of the Community Cook-Off as they worked hard in the kitchen. And they'll be pairing up with some professional chefs for Friday's competition as well. So we want you to really come out in your numbers and see these average Barbadians who have not formally trained in anything, but they know the right amount of love to add to the flavors to make it right.
Yes.
And that's in Queen's Park on Friday, starting at 4 in the afternoon. And it'll go till it's finished, until the judges have decided who is the community winner. And so we can't wait to be a part of that, all part of the Food and Rum Festival. But Saturday morning, when you wake up, and I mean, if you wake up in time, and even whatever time you wake up, you can turn up. Just turn up for the wonderful Rise and Rum.
Yes, please.
And this is where Shante is going to be sharing with you all of her Bajan twists to some Bajan foods. Remember, Barbados is on the menu. You're using Barbadian products, Barbadian creativity by Barbadian chefs. You can come enjoy. Look at your screen, folks. You'll see the time that it starts and the time it ends. The box offices as well, where you need to go to get your tickets to be for all of this. This is an all-inclusive breakfast beach party. So it's on the beach. So come appropriately dressed, but come appropriately ready to try everything, taste everything, sample everything, and really give full support to the Food and Rum Festival. And so Shante promises to be there from 1. Even though she has to be, because she just wants to make sure that everything is just right.
Yes,
and in terms of determining quantity, how do you determine that?
That's a tricky question.
I'm telling you.
So I always try to prep more than what I think I would need so that like it could feed everybody. Yeah.
Okay, so you believe you have the right amount of numbers in your head.
Yes, please. I believe I do.
And then you do a little bit more.
Yes, please.
So that when people come for seconds and thirds and so
I
forth,
can
you should have the
accommodate
access.
everyone, yep.
And no one leaves dissatisfied at all.
Nope, they don't.
Good. So for those watching who are saying, I want to taste what Shante is doing, or regularly want to support Shante, how can they reach you?
They can reach me. My business is Tailicious 246.
Tailicious?
Yes, please. You can find that on Instagram.
Spell that Tay?
Taelicious.
Oh, that Tay. Taelicious.
Yes, please.
On Insta. And once you're there, we can reach out to you to say, I want that thing you talk about, the cassava pone thing. And this is something you do generally in terms of the cassava pone? Or you're doing this now for the first time?
I'm just doing, lately I was in DR supporting my country, Barbados, and I did cassava pone, but I didn't do the twist. I just served the cassava pone with like a rum and raisin gel. I added some sorrel Bajan components just to represent my country, but I don't usually offer cassava pone on my menu.
There's some other chefs in this studio right now here. Have you considered have you trained for this? Or this is something you just do?
No, please.
You haven't?
No, please.
And you're so good, that in demand.
Just from experience.
Well, I like that. Sometimes that's the best teacher anyway.
Please.
And so that's what you do. Just from experience. I haven't formally trained for this either. I just do this. It's something you just do.
Yeah.
And so you do it so well that you're in demand. Well done, Shante.
Thank you.
And thank you, Simplex, as well, for being there to support our festival, for being there to support our creatives, because there truly are creatives in culinary arts. And you provide everything. I walked through the store there in the arcade complex, so I know everything you could possibly think about in quantity you have on your shelves. The service has been fantastic. There are people who walk through there and they work with you. They ask, well, how can I help you? I loved it. I truly, truly enjoyed it indeed. And so I want to encourage all of you to visit Simplex as well. If you're into large-scale commercial activity as well, reach out to Raymond. Raymond can sort you out in making sure that you have the right size that fits your need. And so you can talk to him indeed. Reach out to Simplex today. Thank you all the best indeed.
Thank you.
So Rise and Ram, Community Cook-Off, those are just two of the events for this year's Food and Rum Festival. Remember, it starts tomorrow with a launch party in Oistins beginning at 6 in the evening. It's a street party, baby. Mornin Barbados is taking a break here. We're back in just a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
Week after week, Scold presents exciting reports and documentaries on the most varied topics of our time. Spectacular developments and innovations, lifestyle and trends of tomorrow, mobility and tourism, health news, highlights from art and culture. Each contribution grabs the viewer with extraordinary images and stories and takes him into fascinating worlds which he experiences here exclusively and up close. We're there when companies and specialists develop super satellites for a global network in space and can look behind the scenes. Scold is a window to everything that is there or is yet to come. Fly with us through time to better understand today and tomorrow. You've always wanted that. Scold, a look into the future.
Our world today is not the world God wants it to be. One of the reasons which will surprise many is that our planet, its governments, and its peoples are all living under the weight of Satan's rule. From the beginning of mankind's existence to today, human history is the written record of what it means to live under the rule of the devil. Yet that rule is coming to an end. and what a difference that will make.
Every Sunday at 9 a.m. on CBC TV 8, tune in for Tomorrow's World, sponsored by the Living Church of God.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be highlighted, email us at morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Let us show the world our exceptional Bajan youth.
From the beautiful shores of the gem of the Caribbean, Barbados, home of the amazing Harrison's Cave, the tantalizing Oystins Bay Garden, our historic garrison, the indigenous road tennis, and the friendliest people in the world. We are 94.7 FM, the ultimate Bajan experience.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Afar segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. And together...
Good morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
The Barbados culinary team is getting ready to represent Barbados at this year's Taste of the Caribbean competition, but this year's Taste of the Caribbean competition is even more special. I'll tell you why. You need to find out right now, because I'm joined by the Special Projects Manager of the Barbados Hotel and Tourism Association, Tessalee Moore. Good morning, Tessalee.
Good morning, Pearson.
Love your combination, by the way. Willis Griffith is the chef. He is a culinary coach. And so he's been responsible for coaching a lot of our culinary members, right?
That's correct.
Good. I'll find out who you're coaching in a moment. But across from him is Mustard. And I'll say that his real name is DeJour Toppin. He is a junior chef. And with him is Rakina Curtin, a pastry chef.
Morning.
Each of you, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Why is it so special, Tessalee, this time around?
This year, for the very first time, Taste of the Caribbean, held by our parent association called the Caribbean Hotel and Tourism Association, would have the competition here in Barbados. Very first time actually in the Caribbean, but Barbados won that first day was at hosting it, and we're a good host, so we look forward to bringing all the competing countries here to Barbados to compete in the Caribbean for the very first time.
When is it?
It's going to be held on November 16th, which is next week.
Yeah.
Is it next week?
Yeah, Sunday. Because the 15th is the Saturday.
The Saturday, yes. The 16th
and so
is
on the
actually
Sunday is
Sunday.
when you start. Whoa.
So it will be from November 16th to the 18th at the Wyndham Grand Barbados.
Okay, so we're all going to St. Philip for this
definitely.
Taste of the Caribbean. And Barbados is defending. We are defending.
We're defending
so
from
we're looking
last
forward
year.
to fingers pointing. All of you doing so well. And so for those few days that we're here, what's going on?
The competition will be held over a 3-day period. The first day looks a little like registration and just getting everybody settled into the hotels and making sure that they have all the equipment and everything they need for competition. It's more than a competition, so they have training sessions and developmental workshops. So day 2 will look a little like the training sessions, which are mandatory for all the contestants. Right. It's not only competition, it's also about developing the culinary arts. And competition will also be held on the second day. Day 3 is the closeout, so the final day we have the award ceremony, and that's the day we look forward to hearing all the results.
But can we average Barbadians come and watch and see?
Yes, our parent association, the Caribbean Hotel and Tourism Association, what we call CHTA, they actually released the day rate. I don't have all the details right now, but you can visit their website for further details.
CHTA, folks. Go online, CHTA, and see and find out what it costs for you to come to Wyndham Grand and watch this competition, because there are members coming from across the Caribbean.
Yes, we have actually this year, there will be 12 members, 12 other Caribbean countries competing against Barbados. Last year was how many? about 6 or 7. So,
It's even bigger. It's
so
double.
definitely.
It's even larger. I mean, Destination Barbados. Who doesn't
Destination
want to come to
Barbados.
Barbados, right? And so this is going to be a ding-dong battle. Team Barbados, Mr. Coach of chefs. Are we ready?
Yes, we are.
So talk to me about who comprises the team, or what are you hoping to bring to this competition?
At present, the team is made up of one mixologist. He's in charge of dealing with all our specialty drinks, non-alcoholic and alcoholic. And then we have one senior chef, Ronaldo Joseph. We have a junior chef, Dujuan Toppin, and then we also have our pastry chef, Rakina. I think we have a great lineup this year. We've been putting in that training and that extra training, making sure that all our T's are crossed and all our A's are dotted. We have been doing rigorous training, going through the paces with them. Don't want to talk too much, so we don't want to let too many secrets. But
how did you go about deciding who was going to comprise the Team Barbados?
Every 2 years, and a competition is held, and from that competition, the first top three are chosen to go ahead and represent the country, or to at least train to represent the country.
And these are some of those?
That's correct.
All right, Mustard, you came out on top, my brother. You are a junior chef. And is this your first competition?
Yes, please.
Scared?
Not really, no.
What do you have under your hat to bring to the competition?
Well, I would just say taking all the experience from both coaches. I was trained with Chef Damien Leach last year, and currently training with Chef Willis Griffith. So I would say just taking in all the experience and the knowledge that they would share with me and try to utilize it in the present competition.
Right. And is there a specialty you're working on?
Well, I can't really talk too much.
Geez, everybody comes here for secrets.
So,
but there is.
But there
something
is,
you're cooking up specially for everybody.
Of course.
Because there's going to be a mystery basket, I believe,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And naturally, because you don't know what's in there.
Yeah.
But does the criteria give you any hint as to what you could possibly be finding in that mystery basket?
Well, it's basically Barbados, so I don't think too much should be a mystery for us.
Okay.
But we just go based off of what we think could come, and we try to work our menu and our plans around what we could imagine would be any mystery.
And you can handle the pressure.
And you can handle it.
And what is coach saying to you about pressure?
Well, coach basically say try not to let the pressure show or let the emotion show. Even if you're under pressure, even if you're feeling it, try to keep your composure and, try not to let the judges see, basically.
That's right. And make sure you finish in time.
Correct.
I don't know how you all do it. I watch these things on TV. And so we know TV's edited. But at the same time, I don't know how y'all can do these things so perfectly in that short space of time and don't mess up. But clearly, you're the professionals indeed. But Miss Rakina, you are a pastry chef.
Yes.
So you're cooking all those wonderful little tasty little bits and bites that we can eat and have a really good time at. What about you? What are you doing to prepare yourself for the Taste of the Caribbean competition? Barbados must win again.
Yes.
And no pressure.
So we, as Chef would have mentioned, we do intense training so that we can obviously perfect our dish, get practice of what we need to do even under pressure, or even if the pressure is not there, the training obviously will help us to be more confident in the competition on the day.
And the pastry for me is a little like a cupcake, those kinds of things. But it's not just that, right?
No, it's way more than that.
Like what?
So you can include things like sugar work, chocolate work, more detailed pastries and glazes. So much different things can be done in pastry, just not cupcakes.
All of that goes into pastry making. Tessely, you're thinking the same thing, right? Is it all of that?
Yes.
And so training for you is not just getting ready for this competition alone. How long have you been doing pastry making now?
I've been doing pastry from around 18 years.
I don't know what that means.
And I'm 33 right now.
Okay, gotcha.
Yes.
So 15 years now you've been perfecting this here. How were you decided to be a part of the team?
So they would have been a competition which would have been held at LLSE. Yes, and then we competed, and the top winners would have obviously trained, and after the training, then they would have picked the persons that were ready or ready for the competition.
But you were in this competition at the Lord Erskine, and so you saw other people around you doing some wonderful things as well, and you didn't know it was going to be you. When you found out it was you, talk to me about how that felt when you heard Rakina is the one who is going to go forward.
It was a good feeling. It was a feeling of accomplishment, because in anything that you do, it should be with you first and then thanking God for anything that happens after. So it was a good feeling overall. Coming and putting your best foot forward, and then results will pay off.
Mustard, do you cook at home or you leave that to others to do?
No, I don't cook at home.
Why do you say it like that?
I wouldn't say in a bad way, but most chefs, they spend long hours in the kitchen. So home sometimes just feel like the freedom to get away from the kitchen. So, sometimes when you get home, you don't really want to see the stove now. You don't want to,
Stove for you when you're home. Just, I know what you feel, because when I go home, it's like, don't ask me to be the talker. Do not ask me to be those kinds of things.
Correct.
I just want to be
free.
Yeah, all of that kind of thing. Just free. Let me do other things that other people do what I do. Let me just be a part of the audience, so to speak. I know how you feel where that's concerned. And so, Tessely, here it is now. We have a team of competent people who are representing Barbados at the upcoming Taste of the Caribbean. I know it's not, you said this is the first or second?
This is their second time.
This is their second time.
They would have won the Caribbean national title of the year in the competition last year. So this is their second time competing in this competition.
And we won't know that until day 3.
No, you wouldn't know until, that is correct.
Competition is done on day 2. Judges do what they have to do.
Competition is done on day 2 and day 3.
Okay, so
the final results are shared in the night. Yeah.
Okay, and so we're looking forward to this at the Wyndham Grand Sam Lawrence Castle, folks. Is starting on the 16th until the 18th. And so Team Barbados is going to show up in a big, big way. And the coach promises us that he is not going to let them rest until the 14th or thereabouts. Because every single day, is it every single day you're in preparation mode?
No, we are not. Actually, we train 3 days a week, Sunday, Mondays, and Tuesdays. But they are also encouraged to do their extra training, which we presently they are doing the extra training on other days of the week at their respective jobs.
So what comprises training? What do you all do?
Time attacks, making sure that you finish in a specific amount of time, pushing yourself to the limit to make sure you can get the most out of any ingredient or produce put forward to you. And also, you mentioned earlier, speaking about the mystery basket, wherein we train as a team to take the mystery out of that basket. Because at the end of the day, they're not going to give you a protein or any kind of vegetable that they just created, yeah? So we take the mystery out of all of that, and we think that that's a well-rounded way of training and preparing us for the initial competition.
Right, so if you get some lamb, how do you do lamb? If you get some pork, how do you do pork? Those kinds of things.
That's correct.
Wow. They are so ready, and they're so ready indeed. And so we have to be ready as well and you can go to the website CHTA for the CHTA to see how you as ordinary Barbadian can turn up to support Team Barbados, or to see what the other 12 member states are actually doing for this Taste of the Caribbean. And so I want to encourage as many of you as possible to explore, to come support, to give support to Team Barbados who are going for the gold again this year. But it's in Barbados this time around. That's why home court advantage really has to play.
That's correct.
Destiny, I want to thank you so much from the Special Projects Manager with the Barbados Hotel and Tourism Association, Chef Willis Griffith, who is teaching and coaching these chefs to get themselves ready for the Taste of the Caribbean, which starts on the 16th. Mustard, Dijon Toppin is his real name, sorry about that, but we call him Mustard. And Rekina Curtin, who is the pastry chef indeed. So Team Barbados, we give you our full support. Well done.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. That's it for today, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me and my team. We wish you the very best of today. Be it the will of the Lord, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Barbados, get up. Good morning.